facing the police every single day.
Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Case Master Report IA 18-11. Date initiated May 18, 2018. Warning. Contains entities exempt from disclosure. Primary information. Agency, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Division, Internal Affairs. Lead Leo, Rodriguez, Andres Hirschderfer, 2355/Internal Affairs/Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Type of case, Internal Affairs Investigation. Case description, violation of law re, James White. Case status. Case status, closed. Case status date, September 21, 2018. Disposition code, sustained. Disposition date, September 21, 2018. Dissemination, system-wide. September 21, 2018, 10:51 and 22 seconds, page 1 of 1. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Investigative Report IA 18-11. Report date, July 19, 2018. Warning. Contains entities exempt from disclosure. Primary information. Description, violation of law re, James White. Reporting Leo, Rodriguez, Andres Hirschderfer, 2355/Internal Affairs/Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Approval status, approved. Approved date, September 21, 2018. Approved by, Zakoish, Jason D., 2141/Internal Affairs/Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Addresses. Relationship address. Observed. Occurred 1931, Citron Street, Port Charlotte, Florida, 33980, United States. Offenses. Offense type: offense attempted/committed, statute UCR class. General order: violations of law committed, GO hashtag 3.50.f.4.c.1. 99. Subjects. Relationship name: Biodob. Subject: Consalvo, Leonard, person, white, male dash. Subject: Consalvo, Nancy, person, white, female dash. Subject: Consalvo, Robert, person, white, male dash. Subject: white, female dash. Subject: officer, exempt, white, James Paul, law enforcement. Official: 43-year-old, white, male. Law enforcement. Officer: Beatty, Charles, person, white, male dash. Narrative. On May 18, 2018, the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs Unit initiated an internal investigation on Sergeant James White, hereinafter Sergeant White, on charges related to violation of law under Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Operations Manual. GO 3.50F, 4, C, 1. This investigation stems from criminal allegations dealing with trafficking in gamma-butyrolactone, unlawful use of a two-way communication device, and tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, investigated by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement under case number FM 18-0123. Summary of Florida Department of Law Enforcement case hashtag FM 18-0123. On September 26, 2017, while performing a pre-arrival manifest review at the FedEx hub in Memphis, Tennessee, Customs and Border Patrol officers selected a shipment identified with FedEx tracking number 8119, 6144, 6215, manifested as DACO Loring Agent Foreign Intensive Exam. According to the package documentation, the package originated in China and was destined for an address in Charlotte County, Florida. Contained within the package was a white plastic liter-size bottle with a total weight of 1.2 kilograms. The substance was tested utilizing both the Smith's Detection Hospital D360 and the Thermo Scientific GenMin chemical analyzers, with both positively identifying the liquid as gamma-butyrolactone, global, a controlled substance under Florida State Statute Chapter 893. The controlled package was addressed to an SID of 1931, Citron Street, Port Charlotte, Florida 33980. An initial September 21, 2018, 10:51 and 23 seconds, page 1 of 4. 1. Home, Dob, Other. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Investigative Report IA 18-11. Report date, July 19, 2018. Narrative, continued. Inquiry identified Leonard Consalvo, Nancy Consalvo, and as living or had lived at 1931 Citron Street. Further inquiry identified, formally as the wife of Sergeant White. On October 5, 2017, members of Florida Department of Law Enforcement with assistance from members of Homeland Security organized a controlled delivery of the package under the authority of a warrant. At approximately 4 p.m., an undercover officer delivered the package containing the contraband item to 1931 Citron Street, where a male identified as Robert Consalvo accepted it and took it inside the residence. At approximately 6:45 p.m., with no indication the package was opened, the decision was made to recover the package. A short time prior to executing the search warrant on Central Street, Sergeant White was summoned to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office headquarters, where an interview was attempted by Special Agent Charles Beatty and Special Agent Edward Cormody. Sergeant White was provided with a brief synopsis of the investigation and during the interview stated he did not know anything about the contraband item and would not speak with law enforcement any further without an attorney present. The interview was stopped and Sergeant White was placed on administrative leave. Shortly after speaking with Sergeant White, agents with Homeland Security made contact with at her home address, refused to speak with Homeland Security agents and also asked for legal representation. Agents with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement attempted to speak with Leonard and Nancy Consalvo, the homeowner of 1931 Citron Street, regarding the aforementioned contraband being delivered to their home. Both parties refused to speak with law enforcement, with Leonard Consalvo stating something to the effect of, "If my son-in-law, James White, did not think it was a good idea to speak with law enforcement without an attorney present, neither do I." During the course of the investigation, law enforcement was able to obtain tracking information from FedEx. The information included Internet Protocol address information, IP address, and dates and times of any queries, shipper information, including notification information for tracking updates. A review of the data received from Fed/X indicated the tracking application was queried approximately 59 times regarding the contraband package's delivery status. One of the IP addresses used to query the FedEx tracking application approximately 40 times for the time period in question. The IP address was identified as 73.255.152.206. This IP address was determined to be issued by Comcast and identified Sergeant White as the subscriber with the service address of Sergeant White's home address. Additionally, 19 tracking inquiries came from 8 different IP addresses, all issued by the Sprint Corporation. Sprint was issued a subpoena for information associated with the IP address, but no additional information was acquired since Sprint does not retain login information outside the length of the online session. On October 26, 2017, a search warrant was executed at Sergeant White's residence. During the search, numerous electronic items were seized, to include several Samsung cell phones. The content of the electronics was analyzed, and it was determined Sergeant White's cell phone service was Boost Mobile, which runs on the Sprint network. This is the same network where the remaining tracking inquiries were made to FedEx. A subpoena was issued to the Sprint Corporation for the subscriber information related to SGT White's cell phone. According to the provider, Sergeant White's cell phone associated with ESN 089505440036100720 and phone hashtag 941-286-5493 was cancelled on October 7, 2017, which is incidentally approximately 2 days after special agents with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement met with James White regarding the controlled substance. The cell phone in question, a Samsung Galaxy 8 cell phone, was replaced with a Samsung S5. This replacement phone was seized during the search warrant executed at Sergeant White's residence. The missing cell phone associated with Sergeant White during the time frame of the contraband being ordered and tracked was never located. This was checked via the FedEx tracking software with a unique electronic serial number of 089505844003610720 on the phone. Additionally, data received from Google Incorporated collaborated the information obtained from the cell phone provider. Google Inc. confirmed that the cell phone in question, an Android device, was first recognized on their system on July 24, 2017, and last observed on October 6, 2017. This time frame contains the period of time when the FedEx package was tracked over 40 times from an IP address assigned by Comcast to Sergeant White's residence. Furthermore, the data indicates the cell phone disappeared from the system immediately following the meeting between Sergeant White and members of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, where Sergeant White was informed of the investigation. Since the package was addressed to, aka, members of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement inquired as to whereabouts at the time the FedEx package was tracked. During the course of the investigations, members of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement were able to confirm aka was at her place of employment at times the FedEx application was checked from an IP address identified to be provided by Comcast with a service address of Sergeant White's home address. Based on Sergeant White's current assignment and his responsibilities as the technical surveillance team leader, he has a flexible schedule. In order to determine if Sergeant White was at the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office at times the FedEx application was checked from his internet at home, members of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement evaluated Sergeant White's emails. The evaluation identified several emails sent by Sergeant White using a computer which was physically wired into the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office network. During the time period these emails were sent, the FedEx tracking software was never accessed from his residence. September 21, 2018, 10:51 and 23 seconds, page 2 of 4. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Investigative Report IA 18-11. Report date, July 19, 2018. Narrative, continued. Furthermore, the evaluation of the emails identified an email sent by Sergeant White which was sent during the time frame the FedEx application was checked. This one email was not sent while using a computer which was hardwired to the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office network, indicating it was sent remotely and Sergeant White could have been anywhere when it was sent, to include his home. A review of cell phone data usage provided by Sprint in reference to Sergeant White's cell phone matched the data usage for the times the FedEx tracking queries were completed using the Sprint network. Sergeant White's cell phone plan registered data, sent and received, collaborated with the time frame the tracking system was checked during those times not done from Sergeant White's home. Attempted contact with Nancy, Leonard, and Robert Consalvo. On May 29, 2018, Sergeant Clemens and I attempted to make contact with the Consalvos at their listed home address of 1931 Citron Street, with negative results. On June 8, 2018, I conducted a record check through the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office Records Management System, ACES, and located a local phone number for Robert Consalvo, 941-625-3657. An attempt to reach Robert Consalvo via phone was not successful as the number had been disconnected. GO 3.50, Disciplinary Procedures/Appropriate Conduct. 1. Violations of law, GO 3.50, F. 4, C. 1. Members of the office will adhere to all federal, state, local laws and ordinances. Contact with Sergeant James White. On May 24, 2018, Sergeant White was provided with an opportunity to review the case file. At 12:51 p.m., Sergeant James White along with his personal representative, Thomas Lewis, were provided with the case file along with a private room to review its content. At approximately 4:33 p.m., Sergeant White informed me he needed additional time and concluded his review for the day. Even though SGT White was provided with a copy of the case file, he did not provide a statement nor was he subject to interrogation. As a result of an unrelated investigation, IA 18-12, on June 28, 2018, Sergeant White's appointment was withdrawn and, as a result, he was not compelled to provide a statement on this case. FDLE, Open Investigation Toll Period. During the course of this investigation, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement kept this investigation open waiting for an information request from PayPal. In August of 2018, Special Agent Beatty informed me he had received the requested information, and the case would be closed. Conclusion. During the course of this investigation, I have reviewed the investigative summary provided by Special Agent Charles Beatty with the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, supporting information, along with Charlotte County Sheriff's Office General Order 3.50, the Policy Governing Guidelines for Appropriate Conduct/Disciplinary Procedures. The facts indicate that on September 26, 2017, a FedEx package containing 1.2 kilograms of gamma-butyrolactone, global, a controlled substance, is intercepted by Homeland Security destined to 1931 Citron Street, Port Charlotte, the home of Sergeant James White's in-laws. The package was addressed to Sergeant White's spouse. Further investigation revealed the package containing the controlled substance is tracked over 40 times from a device with an Internet Protocol address assigned to Sergeant White with a service address of Sergeant White's residence. The investigation established that Sergeant White's spouse was working and not at home when the IP address was checked. Moreover, the investigation also identified Sergeant White had access to the delivery address and was aware the homeowners were going to be out of town at the time the package was delivered. Additional inquiries into the location of the package were completed via a device on the Sprint/Boost mobile network, the same cellular network Sergeant White subscribes to. Moreover, data received from Sprint indicated a Samsung Galaxy 8 was assigned to the account during this time frame, and incidentally, one day after Sergeant White is informed of the details of the investigation, the cell phone is replaced and never located. This information is also confirmed through Google Inc. In conclusion, when evaluating the totality of the circumstances related to this case, this investigator finds there is a preponderance of evidence to support Sergeant James White violated General Order 13.50 F. 4, C. 1, violation of law. The charge of violation of law is sustained. I, the undersigned, do hereby swear, under penalty of perjury, to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief, I have not knowingly or willfully deprived, or allowed another to deprive, the subject of the investigation of any rights contained in SS 112.532 and 112.533, Florida statutes. Andres H. Rodriguez, Lieutenant, Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. September 21, 2018, 10:51 and 23 seconds, page 3 of 4. Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Investigative Report IA 18-11. Report date, July 19, 2018. Narrative, continued. Record status information. Record origination operator, Zakoish, Jason D., 2141/Internal Affairs/Charlotte County Sheriff's Office. Record originates use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County, and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.